Let's work on the Pythagorean theorem. If you have a right triangle, then the sum of the squares of the legs is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. Well, what does that really mean? The best thing to do is draw a picture. So you could draw a triangle here, and then what you want to do is label the legs. So one leg is called A, another leg is called B, and the hypotenuse is called C. And if this is in the right triangle, then we have this relationship here. A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Let's put this into use. Let's say there is a missing side in a right triangle. How can we find the length x? If you know the hypotenuse is 20 and one of the legs is 12. Let's work it out. So in this case, A could be x, B is 12, and C is 20. It's always good to write down your substitutions, and then it doesn't hurt to write down the formula. A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Now we want to find x. So we have x squared plus 144 is equal to C squared. 20 squared is 400. Okay. If you need to do this off to the side, 20 times 20, a shortcut to doing this is I guess you could do it the long way. That will get you 400. But if you do 2 times 2 and then add 2 zeros, you will also get 400. 12 squared is a good perfect square to know. If you don't know it by now, you could always do multiplication by hand. So this is 4, 2, 0, 2, 1. Add those together and you get 144, right? Now we have what? X squared is equal to 400 minus 144. That means that's going to be what? 256. And we were trying to take the square root of the entire sides. Now we have what? We have the absolute value of x is equal to square root of 256. Absolute value, that means x has to be what? Plus or minus the square root of 256. But we do know that x is greater than 0, so x can now equal the square root of 256. Are there any perfect squares in 256? I don't believe so. Oh, actually, x is equal to the square root of 4 times 64. So x is now square root of 4 times the square root of 64. X is now equal to what? 2 times 8, which is 16. So x has a length of 16. It doesn't say centimeters or inches or feet. So in this case, we'll leave it unitless. And so we'll conclude that x is equal to 16.